Oh yeah! Oh
I was
yeah!
about to glory kill you, you know. I was about to glory kill you. You fucking cunt. I've not taunted you once, you fucking. You owe me that decency, you prick.
Yeah, well, I did it just for the lulz, dude. Yes. Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh! God damn it! Oh my god. How do you take a game that was first released in 1993 and make it relevant 23 years later? Of course, by putting in taunts. No, not that one. That's the Carlton dance from a 90s TV show. Ah, there we go, making it rain on them hoes. So, how is this reboot of Doom? It's fucking awesome. And this is coming from someone that wasn't huge into the old game, so it's not just a nostalgia trip for me. Even though this footage is on the Xbox One because that's where I got the code for the game, I will most likely be picking it up on PC for two reasons. One, it'll probably be cheaper after a few weeks on launch, and two, this game feels like it belongs on PC with the other arena shooter games versus on console, although I've seen some reviews that were not too happy about the settings on the PC port, but also commented that some of them were grayed out for now, which probably means it'll be coming later. Doom takes elements of the modern shooter games like customization, double jumping, ADS, and loadouts and incorporates them into an arena style shooter with pickups on the map, including the demon, which is a brilliant idea I'll get to later, non-regenerating health, and teleporters. A lot of people are commenting that this is like Halo 6, which is kind of understandable just by looking at the game. The characters themselves kind of look like a Master Chief knockoff, especially when you get into the customization, which is through the roof with the colors and patterns for not only different pieces of armor, but also for your weapons. Additionally, the game feels a bit more floaty than your typical arena shooter, which is one of my main criticisms about it. The combat in this game definitely harkens back to Quake and the Unreal games in the past, with the standard set of weapons you could choose from that we all know and love, like rocket launchers and lightning guns and rail guns. It goes the Quake Live route of having loadouts to choose from on spawn instead of having all of the weapons around the map as pickups, which I know some hardcore arena shooter fans won't love, but I actually think that this is something that I do like better because it makes the game less patrol or camp oriented and more run and gun, because you don't have people sitting around the areas in which the better weapons spawn. I mean, just look at this guy here standing at the cannon power weapon pickup the entire time. Too bad this prick didn't see my rocket coming. Fuck you, asshole. Speaking of pickups, that is the one weapon pickup, the cannon. It's a one shot along with a quad damage in purple and a super speed in yellow. The speed with which you move when you get the yellow power up should actually be the base speed of the game, which is why I said it felt a bit floaty before, because of the pace of the character's movement. I think to capture the heart of the arena type shooter, the characters need to move faster to make it more difficult to hit them with rockets or a railgun, and even the developers said it's going to be super fast paced. I don't think it is as fast paced as arena shooters before it. The other power up was the demon, and holy shit, this is a ton of fun to use, but also very well balanced. It's a battle pickup and you got to be a demon, which is basically a character with ridiculous firepower and health, but also had a timer. If the timer runs out, then the demon power up will respawn at the normal pickup area after a set amount of time, and you will go back to being your normal character. However, if you kill the enemy demon before the timer runs out, the pickup will drop at that particular spot and lock out the team that just had the demon from picking it up and allow somebody on the other team to grab the demon. This is an amazing design decision to entice players to work together to destroy the demon instead of just avoiding it until the time runs out. It seems as though there might be more than one demon to pick from, as you got to select this as part of your loadout selection upon spawning in. However, there is only one of them playable in the beta. As for the weapons themselves, they're mostly balanced with the exception of the shotgun and the lightning gun. The shotgun does more damage at close range than the rocket launcher, which seems asinine to me for a game that's all about run and gun. You're more likely to use a shotgun because of how easily the distance is closed on your enemy. Whereas I could get up close to a person on the rocket, boost jump backwards, shoot them right in their feet with the rocket launcher, only do 55 damage where the shotgun can do 75 up close. The other gripe is the lightning gun, which is a short range fully automatic weapon, but it does a paltry amount of damage. The only way I could use this thing was in combination with one of the railguns in order to finish off the enemy after first shot. shot. The static rifle, which is the railgun I was using, is interesting in that this gun actually does more damage when moving versus standing still, enforcing the idea you better hold W or the left thumbstick the entire time. One shot will do 60 damage to the body or 75 to the head at full charge, which then means I'd swap over to the lightning gun to finish off the player, as you can see here. My go-to weapons were the rocket launcher primary and shotgun secondary for when I needed to quick switch for that kill. Jumping around like a House of Pain song with a rocket brings me back to playing Quake all over again. The AR was pretty trash, and the plasma gun was a much better alternative, which could sometimes melt and other times be a hit marker machine depending upon the evasiveness of your enemy. The other weapon, I guess you could call it, was the melee, which leads to what Doom calls glory kills, which are basically assassinations from Halo. While these did look pretty cool, like this dude getting his fucking head kneed off.
Oh yeah, bitch!
The range on these was Commando-esque, and of course, since everyone wanted to see what the fuss was all about, people were probably overusing them compared to normally. Plus, rant incoming, I don't understand why the right stick is the default option for melee. It's just so much easier to panic melee when it's mapped that way. Make the default the B button and you'll have a lot less panic melee, since you actually have to move your thumb over to the B button from the thumbstick to press it. Anyways, the maps feel like your typical arena shooter with platforms and areas that hold the power weapons that are easy to spot, but at times difficult to reach with the jumping involved. And as part of the modernization, there aren't as many bouncers like in the typical arena shooters, as this game employs a double jump and mantle to reach those Stevie Wonder higher grounds. While there was a standard TDM mode, I found myself playing much more Warpath, which is a take on King of the Hill. However, it navigates along the map in a predictable path in which you fight over. This is a great twist on a proven concept which forces players to gather in one area for some crazy skirmishes. If I had two things to change about the Doom beta, it would be the character speed needing to get increased and the glory kill melee issues. Another item that needs addressing are the servers. I was on a 2-bar out of 4 the entire time I was playing the beta, and I've got some pretty badass internet. While the lag wasn't really crippling, there were times where you could definitely tell that something was a bit off, like the rocket wouldn't damage people that I was very clearly hitting, so I'm hoping that this gets ironed out as we get additional betas to play the game and test their servers. This game is the epitome of mindless shooter fun, which is something that the original Doom game back in '93 offered, and this reboot captures perfectly. Doom won me over with this beta, and I hope they do another open beta so that they can get some more potential customers, as it's the best way to run a demo. Did you guys get to play it? What was your experience? Let me know down below. I've been the Schwantz27, out like North Carolina. Until next time.